Hi guys, welcome back to Empath Butterflies Tarot. This is part 2 of interview with Nikki K. So Nikki, tell us about how, like, you mentioned to us how you got into astrology before, and you were speaking about Jonathan Craner.
Yeah.
And you realised about, the whole moon sign thing and stuff. But I remember you saying to me, I mentioned to you, because I liked someone at the time, and I wanted to find out about them, and you said, but it's about the Venus and the Mars. I was thinking, what is she talking about? But I realised how relevant the Venus and Mars plays a part. So tell us, what made you, we know what made you get into astrology. So how has astrology changed your life? Knowing what you know now, how has it impacted you and how has it changed your life, for the good or bad?
Well, it's thanks to you, isn't it, Empath? I think it has really, because with me, I sort of stuck to the basics of astrology. But I think when you got into it, you opened my mind as well to other things as well. Like, I knew about the Mars and the Venus, but then I remember, I think it was like 2011 or something, or like 2-3 years ago, and I said to you, oh, I feel very stagnated in what I'm doing. And you said, oh, you've got to check where your Saturn is.
I remember that, yeah.
Because Saturn is in your chart for 3 years.
Yes.
And beknown to me, Saturn was in my 10th house. So I felt very restricted.
So can you just tell the listeners what Saturn in the 10th house means, if the ones that don't know what it means?
It's a heavy one. Saturn in the 10th house, it means it's like your mid-even. So it's what you're supposed to do. But when Saturn's in it, it restricts things. So if you're like I'm a teacher assistant. So I did feel quite restricted in terms of what I wanted to do. So not only was in the 10th house that I found that I couldn't make friends, for instance. Everything was very, straight and narrow. You had to go by the rules. It's changed now. It's in my 11th, thank God. But also it is your medieval, so it's what you're supposed to do. So if you're like creative, and Saturn's in and the 10th house, and you're in your 10th, say like I'm the 10th house Pisces, but Saturn was in there, so it restricted my creativity. So I had to do like a Saturnian type job, which was teaching. But it doesn't mean that you can't do your creative bit. You still can do it, but you have to really concentrate on like earning money, being like authoritative, working authoritative positions and Saturnian type positions. So it did help me, and it also helped me understand why. And after then, I remember you introduced me to a lot of like other videos, and after then I learned about Jupiter. Then I learned, remember Jupiter was in like Scorpio at one time. That was hard.
Yeah, it's in Scorpio again now, isn't it?
No, Saturn was in Scorpio. Remember?
Oh, that was very heavy.
That was heavy. That was from 2012 to 2015, 16.
Yeah.
It was hard.
It kept going retrograde, didn't it?
Yeah, and it kept on going back and going back in. Then I learned about, I learned about Saturn from you. I learned about Jupiter from you. What else did I learn about? And then I'm learning a little bit from you about, what is it? The combining
Synastry.
I'm still learning. It goes over my head a lot. But now I'm learning about Uranus as well. All these things does affect what's happening in your life, especially things like Uranus and Saturn.
Yeah,
they're like for years. Like Uranus is like how much years? 7 years.
That's a long time.
And Saturn's like for 3 years.
Because you guys must be aware, some of you may or may not, Uranus actually got into the sign of Taurus.
Yes.
And it's come out of Aries. And when it was in Aries, for me, it created havoc upon my love life. Okay, so I'm just kind of embracing this new Uranus in Taurus thing. And when Saturn was transiting my 5th house, that was absolute and utter hell also. And it was towards the tail end of Saturn in that sort of 5th house, I done this channel. Because it was coming out of the 5th house, and the 5th house represents creativity and, fun, and I didn't feel like that.
No.
So, it to me, it's important.
It wraps things up when it comes to the tail end,
It really does. And so would you say that astrology has, enhanced your life, or you find that you wish you didn't know about these things?
No, it really doesn't hurt. Obviously, you can't live by your life by astrology.
No.
But it's important to know what's going on.
The energies.
So, especially like when you know your moon sign, your ascendant, your Venus and Mars. Especially your moon and your moon, your rising, and your sun, moon and rising. They're very important. Because when I listen to like a lot of astrologers, I listen to my sun, moon and rising.
Yeah.
Because sometimes one won't resonate, the others will.
Yeah.
But then I listen to other astrologers who talk about, especially when they talk about a certain planet's going to stay in your chart for so many years. That's important to know.
Yes.
especially if it impacts your like Sun, Mars, Venus. You know, the synastry of all that, like Uranus, it's quite harmonious for me.
Yes.
You know, obviously it's gonna go back in November, but it's gonna be quite harmonious. It's gonna be quite harmonious for you as well. Empath?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna Uranus in Taurus is gonna be squaring my sun because Taurus does square. But in other aspects of my chart, it's gonna be sextiling and trining, so it's gonna be harmonious. Guys, I will be doing synastry later on within this channel for signs and stuff like that. So that is going to be introduced, and Nikki K will be doing you know, Saturn within the houses and stuff like that. So I know you guys, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, it's astrology term, but I know some of you do understand what we are speaking about because this is a tarot channel, but we do speak about astrology also. So Nikki K, as we're coming to the end of this this interview, but could you tell us what more we have got to look forward to in terms of like the deacons and what else you're gonna be speaking about?
Right, we're gonna be doing like deacon. We're gonna do the Leo and Cancer deacon. That's coming up in a couple of minutes, should we say?
Yeah.
And also, you know, in terms of I'm gonna still be writing as well. You know, and not only that, with the deacons, we're gonna do all the deacons.
Yes.
We're gonna do all the sun signs and their deacons. So we're halfway, like more or less quarter way through.
Yeah.
We've got more to go. Then we're gonna do like the Virgo and Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. We're nearly there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And then we're gonna like go through like the Saturn through the houses in the future as well. I'm still gonna be writing.
And what Saturn means for you as in your star sign.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be interesting, you know.
Definitely.
But you did mention before about, you know, with the deacons, it's not just your sun. You can have different deacons with.
Yes.
So can we go through it again with the listeners?
That when I was speaking to you, I remember you said to me it's deacon, and I was like, what are you talking about? Then I delved into it, and I thought, actually, there's a deacon with your sun, moon, and your ascendant.
Yeah. So
you could be like, for instance, Libra ascendant, but you're like second deacon, which is Aquarius, which is like you ruled by Uranus. So you're not going to be typical of the first deacon.
Not just falling in love and what people think.
You'll be a bit more cold, a bit more cool, detached. You know, but you still got the Libra way.
Yes.
You still got the Librans, you know, like love and everything, but you're emotionally you're very detached. Do you know what I mean? So not only that, there's a lot of, you know, especially this Uranus thing. That's going to affect a lot of, like, you know, it's going to affect a lot of people. And I think with, like, especially if you're like an air sign, you know, you're gonna have to like be more in tune. Especially like if you're Aquarius deacon, if you like Uranus is affecting it, it's gonna force you to be more in tune with how you are. So astrology is very complex. You know, I'm thanking you as well, Empath, for helping me understand about. You know, you got to find out what Saturn is and Uranus because I
like to get answers. Maybe it's my Mercury in Virgo. I don't know, but I like to dig until I find that's what it means. And then once I'm satisfied, I jump into something else that's more complicated.
It really helped me, Empath.
Thank you. So guys, that was Nikki K. Interview with Nikki K. to get a feel about how she is as a person and what else she does on the side as well. So she doesn't just talk about astrology. She is actually working on the book. Please feel free to comment below because we love reading your comments. We want to know like what you guys think and any suggestions of what topics we should discuss in future videos.
Definitely.
So just please let us know, and I'm going to let you guys go now, and we shall speak to you soon in the Cancer and Leo Deacons video. Take care of yourself. Peace out.